incorporation?
So SlimFile is a file compression web application that helps reduce file sizes without significantly compromising the quality.
Okay.
So, for example, if you have a huge box of files where you are having difficulties in sending it with send limits or with file storage and all that, SlimFile is here to help reduce file sizes. It supports formats like PNG, supports formats like JPEG, PDFs, web files, and then JPG.
Wow. So it's like a tech incorporation.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. So how long have you been in existence?
Oh, we've been in existence for up to 3 months now.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. As that young.
Yes.
What brought about the what sparked the dream? What is the inspiration behind SlimFile Incorporation?
So we are students of Central University, level 100 students.
I said it. They have money. Central fees, the talker.
Okay, so we are all in one class.
Okay.
The whole team is in one class, and we all gathered ideas about keeping ourselves, like trying to learn more things, new things on this tech field. Yeah. So he came about the main idea about compression. So we had to just learn and then come together as a team to build this up. Yeah. So that's how we came about.
I think I can continue from there.
Yeah, sure.
I think there has been a challenge regarding especially iPhone users talking about storage, iCloud space and all that. So I just feel like, why don't we create something like a file compression algorithm, right? An algorithm which will be capable of reducing the file sizes without significantly compromising the quality. Imagine if you have about 100 files, either image files or PDFs, and then you are supposed to send them, transfer them from maybe one media to another, or upload them in a system, and each file is having an average size of say 5 megabytes. And then we've written a compression algorithm that's able to reduce the size to 1 megabyte each. Then in the actual sense, for 100 files being 5 megabytes each, you would need about 500 500 megabytes to send it. And then here is the case that the compression algorithm is helping you reduce it to an average of say 1 megabyte. Then instead of using 500 megabytes data, you just need 100 megabyte data. So if you do the math, you know that you are saving up to 90% reduction.
Wow. And even in the reduction of, let's say, the size, it's still not going to compromise the...
Yes.
No.
Because we know what we do, and then we've written the algorithm in that way that it shouldn't compromise the quality. Although when it comes to compression, there is some quality loss, but it's not significant.
Okay. Let me ask this. Okay, how does it work? Let's say I want to get a SlimFile app. Is it an app?
Yeah, it's a web application.
A web app on my phone. Are you going to control it from your end for me, or I need to? I can control it.
Okay, so you can actually access the web application with your phone yourself. So when you go to Google, you just type SlimFile or www.slim-file.com. It's going to give you the website. So when you get there, you can easily install from the website. Yes. And also when you get there, maybe you want to compress your file or maybe an image, you can just upload. The compress button is there. So when you just tap on it, after getting on the website, you can tap on the compress button. It's going to get you to where the compression actually works. Then you just upload your file or the image. Then it gives you the statistics after compression. Gives you the statistics, and you can download it afterwards. So that's how it works. It's very easy.
Can I make a scenario, please?
I will love that.
Yes. I think I'm a software developer myself.
Okay.
So most of the times when I visit certain websites or certain applications, because of the loading speed, it's affected by the sizes the file uploads within that software or that app. So if you are a corporate company or there's a system that has a lot of inbuilt files with bulky sizes, and then SlimFile is here to help alleviate that. So the previous example that I made regarding compressing the numerous sizes, we can tell you for the fact that SlimFile is able to compress about 500 files at once.
Really?
Yes, please.
500 at once.
500 files at once.
Hey.
That's how powerful the algorithm is.
The time duration is
very short. It won't take
up to 3 minutes,
3 or 5 minutes, depending on the file size and then yes, but it has that capability of accepting 500 files at a time.
Wow.
Yes.
That's interesting. Let me get it straight. Okay, so let's say that's my phone. I have so many files on it. Sometimes if I want to even save some files, they'll tell me, oh, your storage is blah blah. So then I would have to delete some files one after the other one. Can SlimFile help me in this instance?
Yes, so this instance like this, you select all the files. Let's say the files are up to, let's say 400.
Like the ones on my phone or the one I want to
the one you want to read, or the ones on your phone. Yes, so you upload all of them. You visit the website, you upload all of them, and then you hit the compression button, and then it starts processing. Within 5 minutes, compression is done. When the compression is done, and then you want the compressed files to replace the original files, then immediately the compression is done, you can get back to your gallery, delete everything, and then download the compressed version from the app, and then it will automatically replace all of them in your gallery.
Hey, Charlie. How did this whole thing come into your mind?
So I actually used to face storage challenges.
Hey.
So I thought of, since I'm a computer science student, I have to be able to use technology to solve something in real life. So why don't I write an algorithm that will be able to do that? And it took me almost a year to finish my research before we even started writing the algorithm.
Wow. There's a Mark Zuckerberg type of innovation. So how many are you on the team?
We are now 8.
8 people.
Yeah, 8 people. Okay. And everyone has his or her role that they play.
Wow. So what are some of the roles that the team plays? Okay,
like
and let me ask this. Is a team only formed to handle SlimFile, or there are other aspects of IT that as a team you would want to explore?
I think we have a marketing team. We have UI UX designers, we have graphic designers, we have website developers, we have front end and back end developers who help facilitate our flow. And then our main aim is to build a physical company here. So we are not just a virtual company online, but then our main aim is to build a physical company here. Yes.
Okay, I'm getting it now. So like how it's 2025.
Yes.
At what time frame are you looking to build up your physical company? Let's say in the next 5, 10 or 2 years, or even the next 6 months.
So basically the basis of that will be on funding, which we are already on. We are already applying for funding, and then for our multiple compression that is able to accept up to 500 files at the same time, we are trying to move that to a premium version where users would have to pay an amount of $10 per month to be able to use the multiple compression. If you don't want to compress files one by one and you want to do multiple compression, then then you'd have to subscribe to our premium so that you'll be able to do it. But then as I talk now, it is free. Everything is free there.
Yeah, let me do mine before you bring the
yeah. So we are actually targeting that by the time that we complete school in about 3 to 4 years to come, then probably we put something that, if not our own office, maybe a rented office where we can take it from there.
Okay. Yeah. So in the sphere of your service, are you looking to, let's say, be on contract with companies? Let's say this, for instance, our company, we can contract you. Oh, we want you to come and do this file compression for us on our data, blah blah. Yeah. You charge, you come and do, or maybe you would be signed on, hired or employed by a certain company that you are their data managing expert. So every now and then you are handling their data. Month goes, you get paid, blah blah. Like, is that something that you are considering, or you just want to be your independent body, do your stuff, people just hog on the website, upload it, and then do their own thing?
Yeah, I think our main goal is business to business.
Okay.
Before we come to individuals. So yes, of course, we are open to collaboration with companies.
Okay.
Yes, that's our main goal.
Wow. Tell me some of the challenges you face so far, like coming up with the idea, executing the idea, and even making it work.
Yeah, I think I started everything before I introduced, I added other people to the team, and then just imagine one person writing all the codes. I mean, it's sometimes frustrating, debugging. Sometimes you would write and it won't work. You'd have to go do research and all that. So those are some of the challenges that I faced. That sometimes you will just do it, but it wouldn't work.
Okay.
And then you just keep on researching, and then it finally works. So when we go to school, I realized that it's something that I can't do it alone. I can't manage everything. So why don't I pair up with a team so that we can take it from there?
So looking at doing it by yourself in the beginning and getting the team on board, what has been the difference? Let me put it that way.
Yeah, so there has been a huge difference, like a very huge difference. And then I think it is just natural to say that it's difficult for one person to handle everything.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of aspects when it comes to business management as a whole. Because SlimFile is not just a web application. Like I said, we want to build a physical business. So we would actually need digital marketers. We would actually need people who track the website performance, people who do our flyers, people who do our user interface stuff. So it just, one person just can't do it. So I feel like it has been some spontaneous growth in a short while.
Okay.
Joel.
Yeah, sure. Joe, tell me your experience being a part of this team.
It's been a very great time being with him, because he's a very broadened-minded guy. So with the idea he brought to me, I think I'm the first person he introduced it to. So after talking to me, I was like, why not? I can do something to help. And it's made me learn a lot as well as an IT person, because you can see with the school, it's not much that they teach. You have to learn and do your own research. Being with SlimFile has made me also advance my performance with researching and getting to know much more about the work field.
Wow.
So it's been a very great experience, and I've learned much more. I can say for now, I've really learned much more, and from him as well. And then from where we started from till now, there has been a very big progress. In all our team members, everyone has actually done much for it to happen, for us to get to this point.
Wow.
Everyone has done this as well.
Okay. As a tech innovator yourself, would you say, or looking at we as a country, our tech space, would you say that we've built so much capacity in an advanced level when it comes to tech, or we are now catching up. For instance, with this SlimFile innovation, is that something that, let's say, when you introduce to people, it sounds like a miracle to them, or it's something that they think, oh yeah, actually there's a part of tech, we already have knowledge about it and all that stuff, even though it hasn't come into. Looking at all these things, Ghana as a country, as a whole, do you think we are up there in the tech space, or you think we are now catching up? And if that is the case, do you think the country, our education system, for instance, or especially, has created that space for us to have the tech growth, to have the tech acceptance?
Yeah, thank you. I think we are not there yet.
Okay.
I see that Ghana especially, we are not there yet, because me being a computer science student, I can tell from some of the things that we learn from school, most of them is not practicalized.
Okay.
And then there is a saying in our communities that Ghanaian youths are not innovative enough. And then here is what I ask myself. I know that you can't tell me that all Ghanaian youths are not innovative. Okay. One way or the other, there are some few people who are innovative, and then I feel like these few ones need some form of recognition.
Okay.
There are other people who have done like good works in tech, who have done something very good, something very innovative, and then for them to get their breakthroughs and then get to where they want, mostly they get some sort of support and recognition outside the country.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the person is here in the country, and then why shouldn't the person get the recognition? The person gets the recognition from outside the country, and then when the person gets to where he or she is supposed to get, then they come to reference that this person is actually from Ghana.
So, what are some of the challenges you think should be addressed in the tech field?
Yeah, I think one thing I would say is, if someone is innovative enough, and then there is the innovation that solves the problem, then the person should get some form of recognition, regarding if the person needs some form of funding to scale what he or she is doing. Then I think recognition is everything.
Recognition is everything.
Yes.
On that note, I think I will commend Ghanatalks Radio. I mean, I can say for a fact that we are the first people to give you the recognition.
Yes.
And we will continue to push your agenda for you. Whatever you want to publicize, our doors are always open for you to walk in. We'll give you the platform, you share, because I love innovative stuff. I really love innovative stuff. I like people who put their brains to extra efforts, because especially in the field of tech, the decoding, the research, Charlie, you won't be so when you come across people who have dedicated their time to make life simpler for other people, you need to recommend them and encourage them to do more. And yes, in making life simpler and easier, people have this mindset that, Charlie, this tech thing that is now taking over is actually going to reduce workforce for people. Like, idea was employ will be no and now will be employment. I mean, when you're taking tea, I mean, see as SlimFile obi enu obe frame is nipa ni to minya on the phone so papa we so nka first no obe frame wo meye ma de na see menya 300 cedis be there to me bottom. Do you think that assertion about tech is true, or is something that rather can advance should I say employment in the business field? I will take Joel on this one.
Okay, so what you are saying it's actually true, because I think from what we are seeing right now, tech is actually taking over in various aspects of the job space, and I think we are not actually pushing much more of the tech aspects. We are pushing much more of the workforce, the normal labor force, than the tech aspect, which is actually also not really balanced in the system. I think when tech is actually there to help, and then we need technicians there are technicians that control the brain behind the tech. Every innovation, every tech innovation project is being controlled by people. You get it? And there are much more open workspace for people to work behind the doors when there is a tech innovation program or project. Hope you understand. So I think people should also try and learn, broaden their research, their skills, and to learn much more about tech as well. Because in our communities, people are like, if someone is into tech, the person is a different kind of human. To be an extraordinary type of person. But I can say tech is not only for the extraordinary type of human. It's for everyone. You can learn it, I can learn it. Once you have the passion behind it, you can actually do it.
Now, speaking of the balance between the workforce and the tech innovation itself, in what aspect do you think we can collaborate it? Where do you think we need more? Is it the people behind the tech? Where should we push more? People behind the tech or the people bringing up the innovation?
People bringing up the innovation should be more.
There should be more.
People also behind the tech aspect as well. But I think behind the innovation should be much more. Yes. Because they need people who are innovating more stuff, need more people to support and then to give ideas, share ideas. And then also there are aspects like SlimFile, for instance. SlimFile, he started it alone, but he needed people to join. Hope you understand.
Sure.
So you can push into the innovations aspect, and then the work that's the behind the scene of tech as well.
Mr. Innovator, you very soon you'll be amongst the millionaires in Ghana. So, because this innovation is huge. It is something that, I mean, if the corporate world should really get to understand it and embrace it, Charlie, you are good to go. Land Cruiser be crying at this day. Get for interview crowd because he am raw fee and I will request for virtual. But then unemployment is one of the biggest issues we have in Ghana. We've seen the government trying to push tech as one of the ways to resolve this. What are some of the aspects as a tech innovator yourself? What are some of the fields in tech that you would advise the government to really look at and explore?
Yeah, I think what I will say about this is there are lots of fields in tech, and then all the fields need people. And then there is something called version control. Like version control. Let me explain that.
Explain it.
There is this these AIs are coming up, and a lot of people are saying that it might take their jobs and all that. But if someone wants to design a flyer, and the person writes a prompt to an AI that the AI should design the flyer, if the person doesn't write the prompt, will the AI be able to design the flyer? No. So the tools behind it, the knowledge behind it, that's the version control. If you want the AI to write the code for you, the AI will not deploy the code for you. The AI will not download dependencies on your laptop for you. So if you understand those version control, the dots that you have to join together for the thing to work, then what's left for you is to understand the code. If you have zero knowledge about code, and then you want the AI to write, for example, the code for you, then you have to make sure that you understand what we call the semantics of the code structure.
Okay.
So you know that you have to join this and this so that it will work. So if to answer your question, the tech space is very broad. There are software developers, there are cyber securities, there are website developers, there are UI UX developers, and looking at how the world is going, I think it should push more on the software development aspect, so that we aim at writing algorithms that solve real world problems, and then that helps increase productivity. SlimFile, as example, if you want to send over a file that is may say 100 megabytes, and then the platform is giving you a limit of 50 megabytes, that's when SlimFile helps you reduce it so that you'll be able to send it. A lot of people do college applications, some of them their masters, some of them their bachelor's degrees, they send a lot of transcripts over. Someone was having a challenge of not being able to submit her transcript because of the size limit, and then SlimFile was able to help reduce the size, and they was able to submit it successfully. So if it's able to solve real world problem and then help increase productivity, then it's great. So I think it should push more on the software development aspect, specifically the logic behind it. That's the algorithm.
Okay.
If we're able to write algorithm that solve real world problems, then in the future, SlimFile can be a tool where immediately you do the compression and then you are done. You don't have to go back and then delete it. It will automatically replace the original ones. Yes, and then that's the some of the updates that we are still working on. Yes.
Wow, that's great. Joe, what would you have to say regarding what?
Yeah, so it's actually really true. If to talk about the government's pushing much more into the web developers, that software developers, it's just the brain behind.
Okay.
Yes, we are here to solve like real world problems. Hope you understand. So they need to push much more into that, and then help us, support us, so that we can not only SlimFile but everyone trying to initiate something, to be able to get to that point where they can say that they've really done well, they've really helped in the real world.
Okay. As a tech innovator, you've come up with SlimFile. What are some of the job opportunities you can give to people now? In this case, let me ask it in this manner. Let's say I don't have much experience in tech. I haven't had the privilege to be funded to go to school to become a technician. But you have set up a tech innovation platform. Can I be trained by you under the SlimFile coding tech to also become a part of a tech developing platform or company?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say the person would have to know some or should have some knowledge in coding, because regarding tech companies entails almost everyone.
Okay.
Because it's a big business. There are HRs, there are digital marketers, there are business strategists, there are analytical experts. So I feel like when it comes to tech, everyone can be there. Tech is not only about writing codes, and then tech is not only about programming, but tech involves everyone, because you write the code, you deploy the code, the code will go live. Who should advertise it? That's when the digital marketer comes in. Then who should manage the human resources? That's where the human resource manager comes in. So when it comes to tech, everyone can work there. So I feel like the job opportunities there, for example, SlimFile, we get to where we want to get, and then becomes a bigger company. Everyone is welcome to work there, and then everyone can work there.
Okay. Joe, what would you want to add to this?
Yeah, so we are also open to like help people get them that kind of skill they demand to know, like they demand to have. Hope you understand. So it's also gives other students, not only students, other people who have the idea, have the passion, but don't have the skill, to also come to us to learn from us. It will also help them to get a skill and then work with us as well.
Okay. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. I've learned a bit more about tech today, like things that I didn't even think we could even do with tech. But this thing really worries people. Me, for instance, it worries me. Like, I hate that thing. You are trying to save something, you need to go back and delete things before you can. Charlie,
it's really frustrating.
Very, very frustrating. So there's something that you really need to be commended on, coming up with such a brain, exploring the antics of it, executing it, looking at even advancing it into a much broader articulated form. I think it's great. It's great. And as I mentioned earlier, Ghanatalks Radio is giving you the privilege, the opportunity to be a part of us. Whatever or whenever you need a platform to share something to the public, to advertise, you need a platform to highlight something to the public, our doors are always open. You just reach out to us and we promise to give you the platform to do that. There's something that I really appreciate you bringing it on board into the community, into the society, something that is really going to help the corporate world. So you really need to be commended on. As I said, just get in touch whenever, wherever, and we will be there to support you. Before I leave you to go, you have the platform for your last words. If there is someone you want to thank, there is something you want to say to encourage people and all that.
So first of all, I would want to thank all SlimFile team. They've been wonderful. They've been great, and then we are actually where we are because of their support. The team, like I said, I couldn't do everything by myself, so I want to thank the whole SlimFile team. And then also there are yet a lot of updates we are doing and a lot of innovative stuff we will bring up. SlimFile wouldn't only end on file compression. And then before I forget, there is an inbuilt AI called SlimFile, which is able to generate content through prompts.
That was also built by you.
Yes, it's also part of it. And then we also have a text editor, like a smaller version of MS Word. So you don't have to install MS Word on your laptop or download MS Word on your phone. Just in the SlimFile website, you have your text editor, you have your compression tool, and then you have your SlimFile AI.
So once I log on to the website, like I'll get access to all these things.
We don't need your credentials, so we don't accept logins. You just go to SlimFile, that's all, and then you have access to it.
Wow. And before I forget, people also complain about privacy.
Yes.
One thing is that your documents are secured. All the compression happens in the browser.
Okay.
So we don't have access to
Okay.
So because people actually normally talk about, so what if I put sensitive documents over there and then you guys get access to it? I'm like, no.
It's client side.
It's client side, so everything happens in the browser and it's very secure.
Okay. Well, Joe, your last words before.
Okay, I want to just say thank you to Ghanatalks Radio for giving us this opportunity.
Sure. And
thanks to SlimFile team. We couldn't have done it without everyone.
Sure.
And Central University, our school. Thanks to Central Radio as well for giving us opportunity as well. And our director, that's IT Directorate, Mr. Reverend Amuzu, and then Mr. Eni, and then our librarian, that's Mrs. Benedicta. I want to say thank you very much for giving us, seeing the potential in us and helping us, supporting us.
Okay, so this is where we will end the conversation on the SlimFile innovative tech company this morning. As I said earlier, our doors are always open for you. You can always reach out, and we will receive you with open arms. Thank you for passing through, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much.
So yes, that was the conversation with the IT gurus from Central University, Ghana, who has come up with a tech innovation called the SlimFile Incorporation. It does a lot. So just watch through the conversation. You get to know how to log on, get access to whatever this tech innovation can help you with. It makes life easier, especially for the corporate world and those who does a lot on their phones. I mean, this is something for you guys. So yeah, we thank them, and they will be coming our way with some more tech innovations along the line. This is the first segment of the show.